Thank you, guys. Good to see you guys. So let's talk. What do you got? What do you want to know?
Okay, we got a question right over here.
Peter, thanks for coming out. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Hey, I just want to know, there's rumors about how much you and Ace played on the Psycho Circus album, and I just want to know if the rumors are true that you guys didn't have much to do with it, or you did, or...
What are the rumors?
Yeah, that the rumors are...
You guys know more than I know. I have to look on my net to see what's going on.
The rumor that I heard was that you and Ace didn't really have much to do with the Psycho Circus album as much as playing.
Right. And that's true. Bruce Fairbairn, rest his soul, kind of was running the show, so they said. But I played on a tune at Ace, Into the Void. And so I got, and he wanted it that way, so the two of us got to play together because the songs that I brought in, and I did bring some songs in, and I will get them out eventually on my own thing. And I brought in a ballad called Hope, and I brought in another song called Justice for All, and a few other songs. And they just kept saying, this isn't it. Well, Beth wasn't it either, and that sure did well for the band. And, so again, that's about all I participated on the album, and I was a little upset because I wanted more, I wanted to do more, and I thought, since we weren't together for such a long time, and now we got back together, and you guys didn't get nothing from us in quite a while, and this is a good time to do a studio album again, it didn't pan out, so that's the way it goes, so. Yeah, but that's the God's honest truth, so forget about the rumors, that's the truth.
Okay, we got a question all the way in the back there.
Yes. Okay, all right. First question over there, the gentleman that you had here over to your left. There you go. Do you have a question? What is your name? Where are you from?
Hi, my name's Chris Cook. I'm from Rhode Island.
Hey, Chris from Rhode Island. What's your question for Ace?
So my question is, Ace, on Psycho Circus, what was the deal with that? How much did you play on the album, and
I think I only did one song, Into the Void, and I co-wrote that with Carl Cochran. I think he's here this weekend.
Yeah, I saw him earlier
My old
today.
guitar player, and he came up with that cool guitar riff, and we wrote a song around it, but pretty much they used other people on that record.
Really?
And I had to really fight for that one song. Originally it was called Shaken Sharpshooter or something, and then Gene said to me, why don't you try something, the theme of the song doesn't go with the record. He goes, why don't you try something like Into the Void? So I said, give me 30 minutes, I'll run up into the loft and write the lyrics, and I wrote the lyrics in 30 minutes.
Really?
And that's how that song got on the record. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even have had a song on the album.
Wow. We have a gentleman right here in the front.
Then pause it. Yeah.
On tour again after a short break. What was that break all about?
Well, we really had to go home to get the thing done right. Kind of went out a little bit just with the wrong choices of transportation and crew people, and that can hurt you, obviously, and it did, because we probably could have continued through if we were smart from the start. But it didn't deter me to not go out again, just to make sure it was going to be done right. So that took a little while, and picking up with the agent, rebooking the dates, because obviously it left a little bit of a cloud over the band as to what's wrong with them, you know what I mean? So it took a little convincing, but it all paid off, I think, in the end. Here we've been going strong in a month already. We'll be out for about 6 weeks altogether. This time, there's some talk about going out again in November, doing some West Coast stuff with Texas again. And obviously we'll talk about writing songs and shooting on the record.
And I noticed at the performance of the Expo, you guys dropped the
acoustic stuff. Yeah, it was a lot to do, especially when we went out this time, we only could afford really taking one tech guy out for right now. And it's still a little too much to ask. And I want to establish the band more as a rock band anyway. There's no doubt we can do unplugged things well, and we will in the future again. This time we didn't do it. So, and the set's still solid, so we're still pleased.
I was hoping to hear it off like, wow, I noticed you haven't done that.
It's not an easy song. He's probably one of the harder ones on the album. It's, so we kind of know it, but I'd hate to do it without our sound check. No, you're thinking of Let It Flow. And even that was close. There's no close on Get Off My Cloud.
I know that was one of the
We can actually do Let It Flow. We don't always do that either. Whatever. The set changes a little bit, or the chords change. We don't know how to do the same thing every night.
I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about the band's first meeting when you got together, live in the studio.
Well, first it was me and John first, getting familiar with each other, and then adding each member as it went along. So
What the vibe in the studio was like
a little out of candles. And we worked hard. I mean, we didn't have it wasn't a stressful album at all. But since we weren't blessed with a huge budget, there wasn't a lot of time to play games either. So we got to work. We had a good time doing it. And I like to get spirited performances. I don't like to beat someone to death, especially when you second guess yourself to the point where you're not going to really do the best thing for yourself. Good. Well, that's the idea, yeah.
Now, I can tell that it wasn't like kids they gave the album that you know that you guys were more like off the cuff, whatever you want to do, whatever hit you, whatever struck at the time.
Well, I mean, there are certain things that we would avoid that we still like. I didn't want. I love the 2 acoustic songs on the album, but I don't want the band to be considered an acoustic band. So we try not to add any more of them. So as much as you may not seem that structured, I mean, you do have to be careful of certain things. But we're a lot freer as a new band to do what we want to do as opposed to Kiss really having to have a game plan. Any established group has to have a game plan. Ours we just do the best music that turns us on and hopefully that's going to turn everybody else on. But no, that was our goal. We feel like we've accomplished our end of it.
Now, making records haven't done that big of a push, which I think is unfortunate way because you guys are really, really good and the song is really, really good. And it just bothers me a little that pushing you there because I didn't really want to push you guys to what you've done.
Well, they are an independent label, and for an independent label, they did give us a big push with ads in a lot of magazines. I can't really complain about them, but the problem is because they're independent, they don't have as much clout as certain majors. Since none of the majors cared about it, we'd have some fans in the label, and then somebody else higher up will like, oh, X-Kiss and Molly, which is a big turn off to both of those fans. So, really, we didn't have much choice, and certainly Mayhem's game plan was always very strong, but they're still an independent, so there's only so much they can do. So I'm not going to complain about it. I've heard fans complain about Mercury, but certainly it's a grassroots effort that has to happen, so that's why we're out here playing. And the more they can help, great. If they can't help, well, then we'll do what we can ourselves.
Yeah, I read over here that Fred played a leather chair. Well, I've never had an idea.
What do you do? What?
Leather chair. Played a leather chair.
Oh. Yeah, probably some of the percussion things. Well, you'll try anything when you want to get percussion sounds happening. So I think he wanted to beating on a chair, and that gave the right sound. Because John's demo for Let It Flow actually had a drum machine, which is samples that you don't know where they came from. And then again, the version we were listening to sounded so cheesy, which may help with as well. So you go, well, that's the sound I like. I want it to sound like that. So I think on one of the percussive things, he might have used the chair. I know I wasn't there right then, but I remember that they told me they were doing that.
Yes, how's your brother Bob?
Hey, Bob's doing good. He's just finishing up a Alice Cooper tribute record. that a lot of good people were on. Eric Singer's on drums. There's a couple of guys from Megadeth, Def Leppard. Roger Daltrey sings a song, Slash plays guitar on the track. I heard most of it. It sounded very good. I thought it was really cool. And he's going to do another one. I think he's going to get involved with an Aerosmith one. So it's been, I think, more than to do for somebody that had the Aerosmith. So. Yeah, so that's what's happening. Maybe I'll appear on that one. I'm trying to do all those things.
Do you think it's a possibility that Union will open any shows with Kiss?
I'd love to. I mean, right now, I don't think they're going to do any opening acts for the show they're going to do, except for like a stadium show. That's another thing anyway. But I don't expect anything. I mean, I'm on great terms with the guys, but I don't want to just because I want to, and, you know, I will ask. But,
I was wondering, Robin's song, but do you know if the woman that the song was written about has heard the song?
I guess she has. He hasn't really spoken much during even the record. The occasional run-ins. As big as LA is, it's still a small town. So I'm not really sure if they discussed, hey, did you get a letter I wrote to you? I'm sure she's aware of it, but, you know, the relationship's over, so it doesn't really matter. And the song, as much as it was healthy for him to do it, you know, everybody can relate to that in a way. So that's what it's about.
Are you guys starting playing new material?
Well, we haven't written any yet, you know. We'll wait to see what happens when we get back. We'll be back in October. And until we start looking at material for the record. And I'd still like to tour some more this year, though.
I see your name is on the credits for the song Remix, Psycho Circus. How did that come about?
Well, when I was doing the demos with Paul, you know, I was hoping that maybe he'd, you know, be like 3/4 of the way through a song or something that had potential, and I could steer him in the right direction. And, you know, that's basically what happened. It's just like all of a sudden when we were jamming it, I came up with some ideas, and later on when he was arranging it a little further, I came up with some ideas from him. I didn't know if the song would make it because they cut a lot of songs, so I was just really lucky that it wound up being a strong song, and Fairburn picked it, and they went with it. So.
It really is a good song. It's one of the best tracks on the album.
Well, as soon as I heard when Paul was playing the chorus thing, I liked it, and I was hoping, for a while he didn't want to do it. It was kind of weird. But ultimately, Fairburn heard it, Gene heard it, and they thought it was real cool, so it kind of spread from there, I guess. You know? So thank God that it made it on. Because I'm proud of the fact that I was able to be involved in some way with the record.
Now, how did that work out? You know, there's all rumors over here.
Yeah, no, I know. I say a lot of stuff.
They said that, I guess there was a final say on the track.
Right.
Would you say that?
Well, I wasn't there for that. I mean, really, you do have to lean on the producer, especially when you don't want band members hating each other. And Fairburn has a pretty solid track record with some very big albums. So, yes, Fairburn made the choice. And happy he left me.
Yeah, the question for it now, probably.
Well, you can grab them at the club when we get back. We can take care of my stuff.
You got a question? Nothing really related to you personally, but you know, when you sit down and start writing, you know, I know there must be different inspirations for writing a song, but is there any particular
I mean, I don't try to think too much about it. I know when I'm on something good, and I know when I think just something's okay. I'm always searching for something that really gets me very enthused and excited about it. And there's a lot of elements that go into it. So even if you have a good guitar riff, well, what's the melody going to do, or what's the lyric going to say, you know, and then how you're going to make it sound. So there's a lot that you got to look for all the elements to come together. But I think instinct is a good word that you got to stay on top of. But I don't have a master plan. I just realize sometimes I like to sit down and play guitar, and I'll come up with something very off the cuff, really. You can't force yourself to write something, though it doesn't hurt to keep trying. But just sitting with a guitar and jamming, all of a sudden, you know, you never know when you're going to be creative. Or certainly if John plays a riff I like, and I go, oh, I like this after that. like them all on that record. I mean, there's certain songs that show me off really well, but I just think that they're all really strong songs. And whenever I hear them, I go, I dig that. That's great. You know, I never really. It's hard for me to say, okay, what should I say? I get asked that a lot, but I don't know what to say. You know? I do like the singles they pick, but I like them all. I don't care what they pick. Yeah, absolutely.
Paul, I can't remember that.
Hogan. Yeah, she's kind of independent now as a publicist. She does some things for some of the Mayhem acts, but she's moved on to independent stuff and she's worked for a lot of different people. It just kind of got frustrating for her, you know, and I know a lot of the Union fans that were in touch with her at times didn't understand why things that they wanted to see happen couldn't happen, but it's not her fault really, you know. There's only so much she can do. She doesn't run the company, she doesn't own the company, you know. But we're still in touch with her, and she's been valuable to us, and we appreciate the work she did. And I'm sure she'll be involved possibly in the future as well. I really take it day by day, you know. I mean, I kind of know the next 2 weeks of dates and some ideas of what to do when we get back and see if we can come out again for a couple of weeks in November. This was an important step for us to show everybody, you know, that we can play and perform. And then obviously I would hope to get in the studio by either early next year or late this year. Get another record out early next year.
I noticed reading the magazines that there was a lot of material that wasn't really released in the new record. I'd like to know if there's any chance that maybe it's live.
Probably not. I mean, they weren't really finished songs. They were good ideas, and maybe we'll look at those to read, you know, when we get together to write. But you know, I have to go through those stages. But nothing will play live. No. I'd rather do. I mean, it's hard enough sometimes, like you'll see tonight or at some of these gigs, we have some curious people who want to see the band, but they don't necessarily have the record, so I hate to like add songs that aren't even on that record, you know?
I heard you do that couple of Cheap Trick.
Yeah, that's good. We love Cheap Trick, there's certain bands we really dig. Of course, we're doing a couple of Kiss songs and a Modern song, but you know, it's the Scream songs, those are all covers, but I think it's a cool song. They mentioned kissing.
Yeah.
My Union record on. Well, my Union record. I think it's more powerful still on Kiss.
I think this is probably the final question.
Okay.
Kurt
Cuomo. Like Mario Cuomo.
Alright, Cuomo. You did a lot of work on Part of the Souls.
Yeah.
You did some Psycho Circus, I
Yes.
and Union also.
Right.
What's the connection there, and what do you do in the future?
Yeah, I really enjoy working with Kurt. Paul introduced me to him. And that's how, you know, we got together and worked on Carnival Souls together. And I wanted to bring him into the Union record. I knew he'd be valuable to the band. And then, of course, Paul went back and worked with him again. Which was cool. So, quite possibly. I'm not positive at this point what's going to happen, but you'll see his name involved.
All right, thank you very much.
I'm going to check my laundry.
You have us both in?
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, thank you very much for doing the interview. I appreciate it. I guess the first question, the new album's out. You're on tour again. How's that? How's things going? The album sales?
Everything's, I feel everything's going better. You know, we're expanding our base, and people are really loving the new record, you know, which is really what we want. You know, we want to turn people on to our music, so we're really pleased with everything right now. We've been out over a month now. It'll be about 2 months, then we go home for a little bit, go to Sweden for a festival, and then a couple of shows also in Sweden, and then we're going to head back out this summer.
Wow, and it's going to be a lot.
Yeah, we want to keep going out there.
Well, would you mind stepping closer because I'm afraid the audio is not gonna get it. If you can step closer to Bruce, if you don't mind, if we get a little closer. I don't want to be a foot. I don't know. All right. What does the set list look like this time around? How many songs or albums?
Well, it's a combination of both records, really, and a few of the covers that we like to do. Jungle from Carnival Souls, and we always do Man in the Moon. That's a really good one from John's Scream Days. Sometimes we'll do a Motley song, you know. But we do about 4 things from the Blue Room, and probably about 4 things from the first album. So we have a good combination of things.
I noticed on this album there's a parental advisory.
Well, there's one song that has a word, a bad word in it.
Yeah, one.
But it really fits the title, you know.
Right.
It's the tag to the title. So we are going to come with that as another single, though, of course, with a radio edit, you know.
Right.
A lot of people really dig it live. I think they relate to the whole vibe of it, you know.
Yeah, I
and
definitely thought.
And it's a good. The song has some great riffs and important lyrics, so it's. You know, we didn't do it to shock people. It really fits what it's about. You know?
It's one of my favorite tunes on the album.
Good.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we can thank Mrs. Gore and all them for that, and for parental advisory.
Oh yeah.
All right, Dear Friend is the song you wrote to Eric Carr. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean, I was involved, of course, in Rockology, which is the record of his leftover music, and then Tale of the Fox, which was his videotape. So ultimately, when it came to coming up with lyrics for the song, you know, I wanted to write, I don't know why, but the music kind of, I knew I was going to sing that song, and the music kind of right away reminded me of something kind of sensitive. So, you know, I thought singing about Eric and my friendship would make a lot of sense. So it actually came out really cool with John singing the choruses.
Yeah, Lay Your Hands on Me.
Yeah, it all worked out good.
All right, very cool. Any chance of Union opening up the Kiss on the farewell tour at all?
No, there's no plans. It's just not going to happen.
That's too bad. That would be a really good show.
I agree.
And,
But that's their choice, not ours.
that's too bad. There's a rumor going around that you and Eric Singer might get back with Kiss. Can you please
Not true either.
confirm that? Thank you very much. That's what I've been saying on the show.
Yeah.
This rumor's going around. Come on, please.
No, it's over after the makeup tour, this farewell tour.
Yeah, that's right. There's a new sound, or I know it's like a new vibe. This album doesn't have as many ballads, and I think I like that better. I know the ballads on the last album are very, very good, but I think this will, I don't know, like suit the audience better. Is that on purpose, or?
Well, in some ways we wanted to simplify the music. And in other ways, we just let whatever happen, you know. So we weren't really overthinking really what we wanted to do. I do believe we were all really very focused on making a great record and being honest with each other about which songs really stand out and are cool. So it came together pretty easy, actually. There wasn't a lot of struggling. But the first album was more me and John developing a band and finding out what Union was going to be like.
Right. And now it's, because when I turned it on, as soon as I turned it on, I said, this is the Union album.
Yeah. Now we've come into our own, and I'm very proud of that. And sometimes that takes a little time. Better to be moving forward than backwards, which some bands do. You know?
Yeah, we know some of it. Your solo album,
it's really on the back burner because I'm very committed with Union, and we work so hard to make this, work. And I only recorded a few ideas. It's not like I did an album and I'm sitting on it, you know. I'm very confident I can put together a record in a month or so, you know, but I'm too busy with the band, and the band really gets along and is moving forward, so there's no sense to focus on that right now. I'd like to do one, just like, just for my own gratification, but there's, like I said, I don't have the time to do anything.
Right, and there's no need, you have Union.
No,
right.
absolutely.
Right, very good. And I think that's it. That's pretty much covered up.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you very
Enjoy the
much.
show tonight.
Thank you.
Hello. Thanks for wearing my picture sister. But I'll see you guys later.
All right, Bruce, it's actually 2 questions. What do you think of Napster?
and the whole controversy going on with that. And would you ever be seen with the Ace Frehley makeup on coming up anytime soon?
Big questions here. Well, let me deal with the Napster thing first. Well, the Napster thing, I understand the positive things about it, because certain bands get shared between, you know, the members that maybe they weren't hip to that band, so that might make them go out and buy the record. But there's no doubt it's also outright, you know, copyright infringement and theft, and I'm sure that's affected on the negative end some people's sales, you know, because they didn't have to go buy it, you know. And so I'm very torn about that, and I know that technology is always like a little step ahead of us, but I obviously would prefer people who want to hear my record that they actually buy it, you know, or listen to their friend's copy rather than trading it through the internet, you know. And that's why I tried to make the packaging as interesting as possible so that someone would want to hold that CD in their hand as opposed to having it on a little, you know, on an MP3 player or something on the computer. Now regarding Ace, you know, certainly I wouldn't ever want to say no about me being involved with Kiss again in the future. Would I want to be in Ace's makeup? Not really, okay, because I really respect Ace and what he's done. But I do understand how this all went down with Peter and Eric. And I know it certainly is not Eric's fault if anybody sees it that way. They're certainly getting a great drummer. It was a certain, like, tickets on sale for a tour that had to go move forward. And you're not going to suddenly change the image of one of the members when it's been advertised and merchandise and all that. So I understand how that happened. Although it would have been interesting to make Eric the Hawk or whatever, you know, make him something, you know. But I don't think they're going to continue on, like, you know, changing people and putting them in makeup. I really think that was like something they felt like, well, they needed to do this, so they're going to do it. And Ace actually is very happy, and they're all happy. How much they'll continue, I don't know, but I'm not expecting a phone call, okay? And I'm kind of glad, too, because it would be a very awkward thing for me to decide on. So I'd like to see myself in Kiss again, but to be honest, with Eric Singer and no makeup, okay? You know, but I don't really expect it to happen either.
That'd be good.
We're going to have a reunion of the 90s. Let me see here. Yes, 2010, you know, yeah, the Carnival of Souls tour. There might be only 50 people there, but it could be a good tour. You know?
I'll be there. It's a good album. It's your 53.
Yeah.
I heard some of the demos for the album that was supposed to come out with you on Kiss, I guess Carnival of Souls or Head or whatever it was. Really great stuff. I was wondering, there's a song that's missing though on the demos, I Walk Alone. I've just been dying to, that was, I guess, Bruce Kulick was supposed to be singing that or something?
Yeah.
I've been dying to hear that. I don't know if you could bang out a...
Oh, he was asking me a question about, he said that there was a Kiss album that I had done with Bruce Kulick before we're not in the band anymore, and before we were involved with them earlier in the year, we had done a record which some people are calling the Head album or COS, Carnival of Souls, but it really didn't have a working title. That was just the name that the fans decided to call it that.
Oh, right.
And anyways, there's bootleg versions of it running around which are pretty horrible from the ones I have heard. They're really not good quality, and the tape speeds are wrong on them. But there was a song called I Walk Alone, which he was asking about, which a song that Bruce had sang. And I don't know why. Some people have copies of it. I heard it's been on other tapes out there, but I don't know why it was left off the original one that people were passing around. And how it got out there, I have no idea. I just know that as soon as the record was turned into the label, like a week later, all of a sudden, or a week or two later, you know, bootleg copies started circulating. So nobody in the band ever gave anything out. Right. You know, because there was rumors going. One rumor on the internet was that some guy had said that he actually spoke to me up in upstate New York, and that I'm the one that was circulating the bootleg, and that he talked to me in person and asked me about it, and I admitted to it. And it's like, you know, where these people come up with this stuff is unbelievable. But yourself or hear it from the source, then don't always believe it. You know, especially the internet. You know. But I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know what's going to happen to that record. I don't know if it'll ever come out. I'd say probably not. But then again, you never know. They're going to do a box set, so it might appear in that, or maybe they'll use some of it for a soundtrack. I know they were thinking about using some of it for, was it Twister? Originally they were going to use it for Twister.
That movie with Snake Plissken?
Oh, yeah, that movie, Escape from L.A. They were thinking about that. I know that Atlantic Records had wanted to use some of the songs, but they never ended up using it.
Sword in the Stone, I think.
No, that's an old song. Sword and Stone was a song off of from the Shocker soundtrack, which was actually a song that Bruce and I think
now that you say that,
Michael Bolton or Bruce and Brian Adams or somebody.
I can't remember. There was
Desmond Child. That's right. It was Desmond Child. And plus, this guy knows more than me. Which is usually the case. That's when they have to admit the fans. The whole time I was in the band, the fans always knew before I did what we were doing or what I was doing. I should say. And I'm not saying it sounds funny, but it's the honest to God's truth. They always knew. I never had a clue half the time. Still don't. Well, that's because through hitting things, it jars your brain a little bit loose. That little kid had a question there with a big thing.
Is that why you left?
Pardon me?
Is that why you left?
No, the reason that I'm no longer in the band is obviously because I wasn't given much of a choice. I mean, with the success of the reunion tour, it was going to end up lasting for who knows how long. Originally, they originally only intended to do it for like a year, do it as a one-off. We had a record in the can. Well, obviously, it became real successful, and you can't knock it for that. I mean, I went and saw the show, and it's a really great show, and it's really entertaining. And unfortunately, by the success of it, it just made me realize that there was really no future for me. The future of KISS is going to be staying in makeup. And in some ways, I think that's rightfully so. That's where it started from. And, they say things go full circle, and go in cycles, even fashion. A lot of things what people wear now is kind of what was popular 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, KISS was pretty popular, I think. And here they are again 20 years later. So you can't fault them for that. And it's a business thing. It's like, if you have a business and it's successful, then you go, well, I think I'm going to stop it so I can go do something that's not as successful. I don't think so. So I'm realistic about the situation, and I realized that it was time to just move on rather than sit around. I mean, I was on a paid retainer all this year while they were out doing this, and we just had a meeting, a couple months ago, and we all realized that, hey, they even said we didn't know it was going to be this successful. We didn't realize it. It's gotten bigger than we even ever would have thought, And obviously it's to their benefit and not to mine, but, things have a reason of, things work out and have reasons that they happen which aren't always known to us. I'm sure later on I'll look back in retrospect and go, hey, that was meant to be, and I'm glad it did. Everything else I've done up to this point has worked out that way. So I don't think it's going to change. That's kind of like the law, without getting too spiritual, that's kind of like the law of life, Things happen when they're supposed to, and sometimes we don't understand it. We kind of go, man, this is a drag, or this, things don't pan out the way we had hoped. But later on we go, hey, it worked out good for the, And every gig I've done, when something didn't work out, it led me somehow into another situation, and then I ended up being like, in the long run better off, No,
I'm at the same one that you are, right? Yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll just check into your room in the neighborhood. I'm actually not staying there tonight. I only live.
You're a rover.
I stayed there last night. I only live 15 minutes away.
Right on. This is about, wait, time out. This is about KISS or about me?
Try to get closer. You can hear the. You don't have to get me in if you try to get close.
We got it. No, I won't.
All right, what's your name first?
I'm Chris.
That's okay.
I'm on Rock and Roll All Night as Mark St. John. We're doing a little interview.
How you doing, everybody?
I was just wondering, what are you doing now? Is there anything we can look forward to getting or picking up?
Well, I came out with a CD about a month ago, and it's on Loch Ness Monster Records. It's a 5-song EP, and it has some best guitar playing on it. There's 2 instrumental songs, and the other 3 songs I had co-writers from Peter Criss was on it, and we wrote a couple songs when me and him played together, and a couple other people. How you doing?
We're going to turn this way over here.
Great. Thanks for coming out.
But what have you been up to?
That's what they're interviewing me about.
You want to take over? Go ahead.
No, it's all right.
Yeah. So, have you done anything since White Tiger? Or?
Yeah, I just came out with a CD last night.
You might have to get closer.
They're selling it in here, I think. They're selling a CD in here, They're selling a CD in here? That's all out. Yeah. You can get on the internet. Okay. Just look up KISS and you'll find it somehow. Oh, okay. All right. Pleasure meeting you. Bye-bye. Okay. So,
where can we pick up that? Is there somewhere online or just anywhere?
I don't have it. I don't have a distribution deal yet. That's okay. When the LP comes out, we'll help. But that's the mini EP, 5 songs,
and a friend of mine is doing it on the internet, and it's all on the internet so far. So I haven't even heard it, but it sounds really good. I hear.
All right.
It's sold out everywhere. I think it's been on a month. It sold 5,000 copies. So it's doing really good.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's good.
It's really good. It's called the Mark St. John Project, and I look like a computer graphic idiot on the front. You can't tell it's me.
Oh, it's all digitally enhanced or whatever?
Yeah, and a couple of people from Honeymoon Suites playing, the bass player and the drummer, and a singer from a band, Phil Marvel from, what band was he in? With Billy Sheen in New York. I can't even think. Sorry, Phil. That's all good, though. And watch out for that luck. Anyway, okay, number 2 question.
All right, yeah. You said up on stage that the arthritis kicked in right near the filming of the video, Heaven's on Fire.
No, it was before that. I did the album, and how can I say this? I was homesick, you know.
Right.
Because I left my family, my friend's girlfriend, everything, cars, and I wanted to go back home after the album. They said, "You didn't want me to go?" I said, "Yeah, okay." And so I went back and I just got it somehow. And I saw the whole thing. I didn't know the stress and anxiety and my health, you know, type of thing. But
I read the C.K. Lent book, Kiss and Sell, C.K. Lent.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris Lent wrote a book.
He wrote a
Kiss
book?
and Sell, yeah.
Everybody's writing a book. God.
When are you going to write a book?
Yeah, you should write
Oh man. I don't want to, what do you call that? Be seeking most life.
Right.
It's like overexplosive. So what did Chris say about
Yeah, he said in there that you probably would have left anyway because for some reason it didn't seem like you fit in or you weren't. It's probably
No, Chris was the one. Chris was the one, like, besides going to the doctor every week, getting plugs in his head. He's the one that okay, Mark, we're gonna buy some shoes and we're gonna get you a place and you know, he took me around. He was their money. He's the guy on tour that when it's done, he go to promoter and get paid. He's the money man. He carried all the money for Kiss.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's what he did. I didn't know him that well, but
okay.
I'm sure he looked into this picture. He won't last that long, but he was cool. Is that all the questions you asked him? And when he said about Mark, you want to fit anyway?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said that it didn't seem like you fit in with them, and.
Well, I know. Was it Lisa Marks? Howard Marks?
Yeah, Howard Marks.
And what's the other guy? One of the guys committed suicide.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Howard Marks. I can't remember. It's been such a long time. I don't even know your name. Chris. Okay, Chris. You got a good editing machine, right?
Yeah, we do.
We have an editing machine.
It's like 2 VCRs put together to make an editing machine.
Tiny little home.
I know, we're stopping right here. There are cars right there.
Oh, we passed the car?
No, the car's right there.
And the shop.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. So very good. We'll look forward to that. And are you doing any other conventions?
Toronto in November. Los Angeles. I don't know. I saw
October?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so tired.
All right. No, this is good. So people will know, to go check it out.
I'm tired. Sorry. I'm gonna go to bed.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm Mark St. John. You're watching Rock and Roll All Night.
Back in the 70s, I guess, you hear a little bit of how they were upset that they had a lot of younger people coming to the shows. And I was wondering if you heard anything from them saying, like, it's a good thing the younger kids went because now they're real nuts.
In truth, you're exactly right. What they were afraid of most is now helping to benefit them. They were very scared that they were becoming a kiddie band, and they didn't want that to happen. But in the long run, it really benefited them.
What was that situation like? Because, you hear Gene and Paul told them they were out of the band because he had illness and insurance company with insurance.
business approach where they say, well, we can't do it, so let's just cut him off. And unfortunately, he was not a very healthy person. Yeah, that was a tough one. I don't know. There's all sorts of, I mean, again, it's everyone's point of view. Most of the people who were there, at least from Chris's point of view, Chris was there. Even though he might not have remembered everything or had to kind of recall what might have happened, at least he was there. So most of Chris's book was pretty good. I think it's great. I mean, I like the internet anyway. It kind of unites everyone. It allows everyone to speak their piece. So I think it's great. Comments? No, I haven't actually. Obviously, it depends on what's being said and what day. So.
I was thinking, you can't say prices or can't really plug your CD, but if you'd like to try it, how can people get it?
I think you can get it on the internet. I think it's going to be Loch Ness Monster Records, and so I'm pretty sure you can find it on the internet.
What is it? Just stories, 13 stories?
There are 13 stories, of which some of them I haven't told. Yeah, and it's just things that I remembered as we were doing it and everything. So, and actually, Steve Campbell does the conventions in Canada put it together. So.
Old stories and new stories?
No, it's all stories that when I was involved with it. What would get me to do?
I'm saying, what does Gene and Paul have to say after the event taking? Was it you solely?
Well, I did it as part of Aucoin management from the beginning. Now, they weren't wearing makeup or anything or that. So initially, I just put it away because I didn't want to forget it. But it's an Aucoin management page. I could put it out. Yes, but one of these days maybe I will. I haven't decided yet. He's been doing it for the last few years. I don't know how far along he is on it or not, but Sean calls me every once in a while. He really should. Sean was helping put the show together for them, and he also was their first road man. So Sean has great stories about the first tour. Really good stories.
Also about Lydia Criss.
Apparently. I haven't talked to Lydia for about a year or so. I don't know. Yeah, but I heard that. Who knows? Well, I'm sure it'll be good.
Mrs. Frehley? Yeah? How does it feel to be Esther Frehley's mom?
Oh, it feels great.
Feels great?
Yeah.
We're sending some tapes up to you.
Some what? Pictures?
Videotapes.
Videotapes?
Yeah.
You are?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Of, some old Kiss stuff with Ace in it.
Oh, yeah?
We figured you want to see some of it.
What is that for, the VCR?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
We're sending up some to you. We taped some stuff.
You want me to send them back?
No, you can keep them.
Okay.
You can keep them there for you.
Okay.
We just want to, send them up and kind of like, I don't know, thank you for Ace Frehley.
Thank you. That's okay.
How did he get the name Ace?
Well, there's another Paul in the group, Kiss, you know.
Yeah.
So he was called Ace. He loved to play cards, and he always won. Because he's the Ace.
Yeah, well, definitely then, yeah.
Oh, dear.
My friend's here. He wants to talk to you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, here he is.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. Well, my friend here told me about you and, told me that he's talked to you before.
Yeah?
At first, I didn't really believe it because, anybody could really say they raised his mom, but I guess it's true. What was he like? I know this sounds like a bunch of questions I didn't even know, but I just was curious what he was like growing up.
Oh, when he was 11, he started with guitar. Up to then, he was like any normal boy. Then he started that guitar business. He practiced day and night, and I'm telling you, it drove me crazy here. Because he had a big amplifier. He made that thing so loud.
I suppose he wasn't blowing it up then, though.
But it paid off in the end.
What do you think about his whole career, though? Do you think he made a winning?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Did you ever meet any of the other Kiss members?
Sure.
Yeah.
I met all of them. Kiss, yes, all of them.
Wow.
But I never met his new group, his Frehley's Comet. I never met them yet.
Oh. What did you think of Paul, Gene, and Peter?
They're nice guys, too. Paul and Gene, and especially Peter, he's nice. He's a very good friend of Paul, yes.
Oh. I have like a lot of like Kiss posters.
Yeah?
All the Kiss dolls.
Yeah, did you do?
Did I?
Oh, gee whiz.
Yeah, I was been a Kiss fan since I was, I don't know, 7. But at that age, I just liked them because of the makeup and all that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know much about the music, but now I listen to the music, and Ace is doing pretty good with his new band.
Right.
With Todd Howard and all. So, I just thought I'd let you know your son's got a lot of fans out there.
Thank you.
We love him. He's great.
What?
We love him. He's great.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, he's Chris back.
Okay.
It was nice talking to you.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we're gonna send those tapes up, and I don't know, I think it'll take like 4 days to get there.
Oh, sure. From where?
Connecticut.
Sure. Yeah, about 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it gets there.
Okay, no.
First class and everything.
Oh, no.
We're gonna send a letter up with it too.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Okay, thank you.
It was nice talking to you.
Thank you, same here. Okay,
Yep.
bye-bye now.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
And your question.
My name is Chris. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. I read your book, and I was wondering, one of the interesting things you said that you had attended a wedding in the 70s in Providence. And I was wondering if you would happen to remember what venue that was. Was it?
I don't remember the venue, but I do remember the wedding. It was Nikki and Rick Monroe. Rick worked on, he was on the crew, and Nikki was his girlfriend, and she was a good friend of mine, and I was one of her bridesmaids. And I remember flying up by myself. Peter stayed home, and I remember being on the airplane with rollers in my hair, and because I was going from the plane to the event. And the funniest thing is, I took her to one of my favorite stores, and she bought her wedding gown in that store. And then the dresses that we were wearing, I already owned that dress, and the same store, she made her bridesmaids get, dresses in that. It was in the Village in Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
But I really don't remember the venue, and I really don't know if I could even look that up.
Right.
But I do know Rick Monroe. He might remember it.
Right. Yeah, no, I was
Are
just
you
interested in.
Are you my friend on Facebook?
I am.
Okay, so remind me.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Regan from Frehley's Comet, and you were watching Rock and Roll All Night. Don't tune out. Frehley Comet has been all done for several years. It seems that after 10 years, you guys are still going strong. 12 Dicks Limited Deck, Return of the Comet, 3 issues. What would you say it is that keeps everybody interested and everybody loves so much? Well, I think it's all the fact that Ace Frehley is like
there's two tracks on the tournament. I think Richie Scarlet and Richie in the studio. My favorite track in the CD, to be honest with you, is Speed Back to My Baby. They did a complete different take on that. Country and Western. Yeah, no problem. Did Ace here originally come? Yeah, before the release and the first release coming out, I think the lineup included Richie Scarlet on guitars. What was the reason they didn't appear on the album, or what were the circumstances? Well, the first lineup was 1984-85, and basically we went our separate ways to the record deal. We got back together in '86 to do the record in '07. I'm sure Richie was busy doing something, and basically went to the studio as a three-piece band. They sent it on himself. That's kind of why Richie was involved with that at that point. He came back with Trouble Audio. Great record. It's probably my favorite record. All right, I think two more. Do you see a future collaboration with the other Common members anytime soon? I like to go back to the studio with Anton and Richie and Arthur Stead and Tony. I think it would help too. I think everybody's you're right. All right, I know you did some work with the Rolling Stones on the Dirty Work LP. What tunes did you do on that? I played bass on a track called Winning Ugly, the whole track, and I played a little bit on One Hit from Mine. And it was just like a spectacular experience. Those guys are like the best. Yeah, I saw that you mentioned it there, John Regan. I was like, oh, wait. Really? Wow. All right, cool. All right,
Hey, Rhode Island, my name's Richie Scarlet. You're watching Rock and Roll All Night.
Here at the New Jersey Expo in Hackensack, New Jersey, with Richie Scarlet. And I just want to ask you four quick questions. First question, basically, is when did you first know you wanted to be a musician? How did you look into the experience?
When I first know I was a musician, I don't know, I just started playing music at a really young age. My aunts always used to tell me, Richie, you have a gift from God. My Irish aunts. But anyway, I was really young, started on drums, ran across Ace when I was doing my first album, Infamy. And since then, that was in 82, 83. And since then, Ace and I have lived 3 lifetimes together.
Okay. Well, the second question is, in 1985, you obviously were within the original lineup of the Comet. What led you to not be appearing on the 87 album?
Because between 85 and 87, I went back to my own group, the Seducers, based out of Philadelphia at the time. Because I wanted to go out and play, and there was a long wait before Ace got that deal. So, but we knew it was in the cards that we'd get back. So, it just didn't work out in 87, but it worked out in 89 when I came back.
Okay, given your musical background, who were some of your influences?
Lawrence Welk.
Yeah, all right. Oh yeah, I love Lawrence.
Jimi Hendrix was probably still my biggest inspiration. And like, British Invasion stuff, Rolling Stones, Yardbirds, Beatles, the early Who, all that English classic stuff.
I know bands are all behind you. I can speak for myself.
They are? Oh.
What are your plans for the future?
I just want to rock, man. That's it. God gave me somewhat of a gift, and I just want to run with it and enjoy life, rock.
We love you, man.
Hey, thanks, man. All right. I don't know. I just want to stay as creative as I possibly can and have fun. And when the fun ceases to exist for me, then I'll hang it up.
Okay, you're at the expo. Later. Okay, great. You were here in Hackensack? A couple of feet down that way? Okay. We're here in Hackensack, New Jersey.
Jersey with Richie Scarlet, the Emperor. Hey, rock and roll all night. What's that? Thanks for having me. A lot of fans might know, obviously, I first thing I don't remember the one of my earlier bands on the East Coast. We started in New York and ended up in Philadelphia for about a year with that band. We toured up. Go ahead. Okay. Shoot. Sebastian Bach tour. Right. How exactly did that come about? How did it come about? I don't know. For years, he always told me, my band hates me, man. My band hates me. So I said, well, then let's fucking rock. So we went out and rocked. And I guess we parted ways with Skid Row or whatever. And so we just got together and had a fantastic time all over the Oriental States, Canada. I enjoy you playing at Thunder the Roof now. That was like 11 from now. It's cool. There's a new album on Manic put out in Japan called Bring It Back Alive, right? So hopefully that'll get released here in the States. So then it's out there. Yeah. Any plans in the future to go in the studio? Yeah, we're going back to the studio when the American release of that record comes out. There'll be a couple of studio tracks on it. Sebastian. So is this a big band now? We just have a lot of fun. Yeah, we're rocking. I also noticed that Larry, you were in absolutely, yeah. Larry and I go way back. Yeah, they're a true friend and top shelf. The Indian rule. I'm going to ask you this last time we've seen you, but a year later, maybe a lot of people don't remember this, but when exactly did you start playing guitar? About 3 years ago. I started a long time ago when I was like, a kid. That's all I ever did. I just rocked my entire life on earth. So I was a kid. I was still learning, actually. I gotta say, it's been good to me. You're a native of Connecticut? No, I'm from New York. I grew up originally 32nd Street, Kingsbridge Avenue. Then I moved to Carmel, New York. And now I live in Connecticut. I'm wanted all over New York. I'm in Lawrence house. I had to get out of the state. I wanted to show everyone the new CD out of my tab. Cool. This is very good. I'm psyched in this. I worked a long time on this. This is like some of my favorite songs that my sister turned me on to when I was like crawling on the floor. And I always wanted to get it out of my system. So it also has Mark Hitt on guitar, 12-string guitar. Robert Squire was always a big influence on me. So out of my past, check it out. Look at my good. Hey, Mary. Go ahead. So how long are we gonna wait until you guys go back? Probably end of the summer. Let me get back on the road. Okay, hang on there for a second. Great. Wait, it's my sister. Come on out here. It's my wife, Joanne. Come here. This is for rock and roll all night. Where you guys at? Party all night. Where? You're from Providence, Rhode Island?
All right, the home of PC. Providence College. Okay.
Nah, that I wouldn't have known, because I graduated from Yale.
And a new TV show, Providence.
That's right. Our friends are Providence. Friend of ours. Yeah. Really was. He was the bookie on the first couple episodes. But anyway, we were calling here, rock and roll all night, and talking about how my past. We got here, I know, pretty obscure. I mean, I know that you like a lot of British bands. Right. See if things to come. That's originally done by That was Yardbird. Yeah, we kept that. The rarest track on this disc is a song called Dark White. It was a demo written by a guy named Sean Moneywell, who wrote a bunch of the stuff on here. He was the influence on me when I was a kid. And, so I did it for him. It was never actually released, that song.
Now it is.
Now it is.
How can they get the CD? Anybody?
You can just get it right to the internet, dial up the internet address that's on the disc, and they'll be happy to send you Access Records. I don't know that.
You just type in Access Records. There's a bunch of websites on the internet, right? Yeah, one of the big ones is Kiddo. Yeah, Pat Allen.
Yeah, Pat Allen, all right. Little man Pat. Yeah. And Cato, Johnny Sword.
That's right. Which I have no idea where they are now, but yeah, it's supposed to be.
You guys should have been here. Anyway, well,
yeah, very good.
Thank you very much. Good luck with the show.
All night. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Hey, stand next to me.